Watch a honeybee alone on a flower, hunting for food. But pull back, and that single bee vanishes into a swarming, buzzing mass. Inside this structure, thousands of individuals operate in complete darkness. They have no language, no blueprints, and no central command. Yet they manufacture complex energy sources and build mathematically perfect architecture. What looks like a chaotic swarm is actually a highly organized, singular biological machine. To keep this machine running, the colony relies on a strict division of labor, split among 3 distinct types of bees. At the center is the queen. The bee with the pink marking here is the colony's reproductive engine, laying thousands of eggs to maintain the population. She releases chemical signals, called pheromones, that dictate the social order of the hive. Then there are the drones. These male bees have exactly one biological function: to mate with a queen. The daily operation rests on the worker bees. They collect nectar, nurse the young, control the temperature, and defend the hive. This absolute, uncompromising division of labor ensures that every necessary task is completed, allowing the thousands of insects to survive as one unified entity. When a worker finds a rich patch of flowers miles from home, she faces a logistical problem. She needs to transmit the exact coordinates to the rest of the workforce. Her solution is a physical data-sharing system known as the waggle dance. The specific angle at which the bee moves physically encodes the precise direction of the food source relative to the sun. At the same time, the duration of the waggle movement acts as a variable. The longer the dance, the further the distance. Through this precise sequence of movements, the colony processes and coordinates complex geographic data without a single spoken word. With the coordinates locked in, the workers extract watery nectar from flowers. They store this raw liquid internally in a specialized structure called a honey crop for the flight back. Inside the hive, the first phase of transformation begins. The bees introduce biological enzymes to the fluid in these cells, altering the basic chemical composition of the nectar. Next, worker bees position themselves over the open honeycomb and rapidly fan their wings in unison. This steady airflow forces the excess water to evaporate. As the water evaporates, the thin, watery fluid gradually thickens, achieving the dense, energy-rich consistency required for long-term storage. Honey is not a substance bees simply find in nature. It is a highly refined product that the workforce must physically and chemically manufacture. To store thousands of units of this manufactured honey, the colony requires specialized physical infrastructure. They build the honeycomb. Its defining characteristic is the perfect hexagonal geometry of its individual wax cells. This visualization highlights the engineering logic. Hexagons interlock seamlessly, leaving no wasted space. This specific shape yields maximum internal storage volume while requiring the absolute minimum amount of beeswax to construct. Once a cell is filled with mature honey, workers perform the final step. They seal it with a protective layer of beeswax, known as capping. The honeycomb represents one of nature's most resource-efficient examples of structural engineering. The internal mechanisms of the hive are flawless by design, yet the colony's most crucial work happens entirely by accident on the outside. As workers move from flower to flower searching for nectar, they inadvertently gather pollen on their bodies and transfer it to the next plant. This accidental transfer, called pollination, is the biological engine that drives reproduction across countless plant species. That process connects directly to human survival. Pollination forms the invisible foundation of all our global agricultural crops. The honeybee colony functions as a master class in cooperation, where internal organization provides the essential support for the broader ecosystems of the Earth.